Assalamu alaikum. Marriage is one of the most beautiful, sacred, and celebrated milestones in a human being's life. In Islam, marriage is not just a cultural tradition or a simple legal contract between two people, it is a profound spiritual bond. In fact, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, stated that marriage completes half of a Muslim's faith. This means that walking into a marriage with the right intentions helps a person develop half of the character, discipline, and spirituality required in this life. Today, we are going to dive deep into the ultimate guide on Islamic marriage rules, legally known as Nikah. We will explore how Islam protects the rights of both men and women, how a wedding is legally validated, and the beautiful rules that create a lifelong bond filled with love, mercy, and peace. To understand Islamic marriage, we must first look at its core purpose. The Quran describes husbands and wives as garments for each other. This is a powerful and poetic metaphor. Just like clothes protect us from the changing weather, hide our flaws, and beautify our appearance, a husband and wife are meant to protect, support, and beautify each other's lives. Before any ceremony can happen, Islam lays down strict and clear foundational rules to ensure that the marriage is fair, transparent, and built on a solid foundation. Let us look at the very first and most crucial requirement for any Islamic marriage to exist. The absolute first and non-negotiable rule of a Muslim marriage is mutual consent. For a nikah to be valid under Islamic law, both the bride and the groom must willingly, freely, and openly accept each other into marriage. There is absolutely no room for forced marriages in Islam. In fact, if any pressure, force, or manipulation is used to compel either the man or the woman to marry against their will, the entire marriage contract becomes completely invalid in the eyes of God. Islam has given women the absolute, independent right to choose their life partners. A woman cannot be given away in marriage by her family without her explicit permission and smiling approval. This rule was established over 1400 years ago, giving women financial and personal independence in choosing their future at a time when women in many parts of the world had no voice at all. Before the actual contract is signed, the couple is highly encouraged to ask questions, understand each other's expectations, and ensure they are compatible in their faith, goals, and lifestyle. Marriage is a lifetime commitment, so Islam wants both individuals to enter it with clear minds and open hearts. Once both the bride and groom have given their heartfelt consent, the marriage enters the legal and communal phase. This brings us to the second and third crucial rules. The presence of witnesses and a guardian, which ensures the safety and protection of the bride. The next essential requirement for a valid nikah is the presence of witnesses and a representative for the bride, known as the Wali. In Islamic law, secret marriages are strictly forbidden. Marriage is an announcement of two families coming together, and it must be celebrated openly within the community. To ensure transparency, there must be at least two sane, adult Muslim male witnesses present during the marriage contract who can testify that the union happened willingly and properly. Alongside the witnesses, the bride is represented by her wali, who is typically her father, brother, or paternal uncle. The role of the wali is often misunderstood, but in reality, it is a system of ultimate protection and honor for the woman. The wali does not choose the husband for her, rather, his job is to look out for her best interests, verify the character of the groom, and ensure that her rights are fully protected before she steps into her new life. If a woman does not have a Muslim family member to act as her guardian, the local Islamic authority or community leaders, this beautiful system ensures that a woman never feels isolated or left alone without support during one of the biggest transitions of her life. With the consent given and the witnesses present, the marriage contract moves to the financial safeguarding of the bride. This leads us directly to the concept of Mahr, which is perhaps one of the most empowering financial rights given to a woman in Islam. The fourth major rule of an Islamic marriage is the mandatory gift given by the groom directly to the bride, known as Mahr. The Mahr is a financial safeguard and a symbol of respect, commitment, and honor from the husband to his new wife. It is extremely important to understand that the Mahr is not a dowry paid to the bride's family, nor is it a price tag on the bride. It belongs solely and exclusively to the woman herself, and neither her parents, her husband, nor anyone else has any right to take a single coin from it without her willful permission. The amount or type of Mahr is not strictly fixed by Islamic law. It is completely based on the financial capability of the groom and the mutual agreement of both parties. It can be a sum of money, pieces of gold, property, or even something non-material, like teaching her a portion of the Quran or a useful skill. Islam encourages making the mahr reasonable so that marriage does not become a financial burden for young men, but it demands that whatever is promised must be given with a willing heart. This system ensures that from day one, a woman is granted her own financial security and independence within the marriage. Once the mahr is settled, the witnesses sign, and the Nikah contract is officially concluded, the couple transitions into their daily life together. This marks the beginning of shared responsibilities, where Islam outlines specific roles to maintain ultimate harmony and balance in the household. In daily married life, Islam creates a beautiful balance of rights and responsibilities. The husband is designated as the provider and protector of the family. It is his religious duty to provide food, clothing, shelter, and medical care for his wife and children based on his financial means. Even if the wife is wealthy or has her own business, she is not required to spend a single penny on the household. Her money remains entirely her own. On the other hand, the wife brings emotional support, love, and care, managing the warmth and foundation of the home. This balance is not about one being superior to the other, it is about teamwork. Islam views the husband and wife as partners who complement each other, resolving conflicts through mutual consultation, kindness, and deep patience. When these rules are followed with sincerity, a Muslim marriage becomes a source of immense peace, bringing blessings not just to the couple, but to the entire society. Thank you for watching this complete deep dive into the true essence and rules of Islamic marriage. If you found this video helpful and want to see more content on lifestyle, values, and history, make sure to support us. Smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and hit that subscribe button right now for the next part.